Do you know what it takes once you take over a leadership for you in order to get with energy through to activation? And you see, it doesn't really matter in what position you are, if you're a mother or father, if you're responsible for children, for a company, for a family, for an enterprise, for a project. In all these situations, every single one of us is having the responsibility of leadership. And once it comes to this, I do know more than ever how much it takes. Because what leadership really needs, it's backbone, doubtless. I know this because myself, Carmen Cornelia Haselwanter, I am bringing over 30 years of management experience from all over the world. I was working on a cruise ship as a chief officer. I was taking care of an island where many tourists were coming in. And as well, I was a leader, a CEO of a casino. 3 different words, 3 different aspects, and neither less, all of them actually were having the leading in focus. And there, besides many other management positions I took over, I learned what I'm going to share now with you. I'm going to share with you 3 clarity impulses in order for you to make sure that leadership for you is a great achievement. First of all, what you need to see is then it's not your title, not your position, which is actually the trigger point. No. It is your identity. It comes to the point where you are going to understand that your identity is your base of leadership. Especially focus on the fact that not your title is explaining who you are, but you and your identity. So this is why I'm also saying leadership starts within. And here it starts. Do you know your identity? Are you aware about where to go to? What is really here the key? Because all of that is very, very important, not only in its understanding, but as well in going truly as a leader in front. Because what actually backbone also means is to have a clear standing. That standing is who you are, not only by presenting it outside, but as well within inside. And part of the identity are your values. So to know your values is something what is very important. You see, I stepped out of the casino business because my own values at the age of 52, 53 were not going along anymore with the company values of the casino I was working for. I was wise enough and grown up enough in order to make a decision and really say, from now on, I'm going to go another path. And that is what is also proven to show backbones. Now, for you, it means, are you following your identity when it comes of leadership? The second clear advice here, impulse I want to share with you is your clarity itself. Because you see, once it comes to the clarity, that is where it all starts. This is when it is important for you to understand that you are going along with the fact of clarity within inside is shown as well in the outside. And especially when it comes to the point that once you address clarity, it doesn't really mean, that everybody's going to like you. So the saying, being the everybody's darling, in that case, is not what really counts. Instead, what really is important here is the fact that you go along with your clarity and you're standing with that of what you decided to do. Because you see, this is what it's important here to go for and to show in the right way of being. I remember scenes in different positions where I was disliked, where people really punished me because I stood up for something they could not really go along. And here we come to the third point. It's not about that you feel guilty for a decision you did. Because backbone also means to set boundaries. Oh yes, to set clear boundaries in order for you to go along and to make clear, here I am, this is what I'm going to go to. So I want to invite you that you look around and you try to figure out for yourself, where are the boundaries you are hiding at the very moment? But instead, you are clear, taking over the guideline as being a good role model and set boundaries. Fully you, in the presence of your being, in the belief of doing the right thing. And that is really, really important. And you're going to see, if once you're going to do that, you're going to have an amazing approach on understanding, on clear seeing. It's such an amazing experience, you will see. It is something for you to understand that you're more than just a role model. You see, and again, it doesn't really matter in what position you are. If we talk here about private life or if we talk here about business life. When it comes to business, certainly the whole thing gets bigger. There's a lot of money involved. There's a lot of responsibility involved. And also based on your job, I mean, you are actually paying your rent. You are making sure that your family is safe. So certainly we're taking more address, more attention into our profession. And if there is one thing I definitely had learned in my 30 years of management experience, it is that you have to make sure that you are following your own inner instincts, that you are not going to be such another sheep who is following the others. And I do know that this is quite hard. And I have to admit, it's also something I also not always did. But the older I got, the more I understood how important it is that whatever I do with the full belief that this is what it takes, what it needs in order to make a difference. So ask yourself, where in your life you are taking really the backbone? Where are you standing up for your own belief, values, wishes, vision? It is important to give yourself this space and also this time in order to understand, yes, here I am now. And don't underestimate this certain proof of role model. I mean, think about yourself. What role model do you have in life? Who is it? Who really made a big difference in your life? And you see, and that person you can be for somebody else. This is also why I'm doing all these talks as well, why I'm sharing knowledge, where I'm getting in touch with you in order to make sure that you do understand and do see really, hey, here she comes. Here you are. This is my message. The year 2026 is the year of action, of execution, of finally going all along in. And this is what I want to invite you to. This is where it comes to the point I clearly can say, hey, go for it. Do it. Make sure you are going along with that. You're worth it. And the world needs you. That's especially something what most of the times we underestimate our own power. You see, and to be a leader which has the backbone truly in all its way of being, because you see, this is actually what we do. Our back is our holding, not only towards outside, but also inside. To be thankful for our body is something what we anyway do. We should do every day, and I personally do every day when I wake up in the morning. Open my eyes, and the first thing I say is, thank you. Thank you for the good sleep. Thank you for the roof above me, for this beautiful bed, for the ability to stand up and to walk on my own feet to the bathroom. Because also that means leadership, to take over the responsibility, the leads within. And I mean, let's face it, we're living in the AI time frame. And their responsibility is very important, not only towards the outside world, but especially for the inside world. So where in all of that I have now shared with you in the last minutes is where it triggers you. This is definitely a point where you may allow yourself to look deeper. And hey, why not with me? I am offering you a 30 minutes clarity talk, straight, free of charge, and just to get to know you in order to see where we can make sure that your greatness, your individuality is going to be shared with others. That is amazingly important and is something which shall always be more in your focus. So therefore, I want to say thank you. Thank you that you honored yourself within the last 11 minutes. Thank you for being here, and thank you for sharing your outputs. What are the golden nuggets which you definitely want to share here with us? I can't wait to hear more about you, about your reflection, and to get to know you in person. So in the meantime, I hope to see you again next week, same time, same place, just to make sure that we all are going along with the right leadership guideline full of backbones. Your Carmen Cornelia Haselwanter. Take care. Bye.